minutes. So if you got family out in the hall, drag them in here. In about 5 minutes, we're going to be getting started. Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. In 1877, Treaty Number 7 of the Blackfoot Treaty was signed. The original treaty negotiations between the Blackfoot Confederacy and the Crown took place in September of 1877 at Blackfoot Crossing, now located in the heart of Siksika, or Blackfoot Nation. He believed that establishing peaceful relations with the government would ensure the cultural and spiritual survival of his people as a separate and distinct nation. The treaty was signed on September 22nd of 1877, and it included the Siksika, Kainai, Piikani, Tsuut'ina, and Stoney nations. The Blackfoot, Dene, and Stoney people have long been here before Alberta and Canada were established. The languages, culture, traditions, civil laws precede colonization. Their history with this land predates 150 years. Acknowledging their history is a celebration of Indigenous people. To recognize the land is an expression of gratitude and appreciation to those whose territory you reside on, and a way of honoring the First Nations people who have been caretakers of the land from time immemorial. It is important to understand the long-standing history that has brought you to reside on the land and to seek to understand your place within that history. Land acknowledgements do not exist in a past tense or historical context. Colonialism is a current ongoing process, and we need to be mindful of our present participation. Acknowledging the land is part of the Indigenous protocol. Therefore, in the spirit of respect and truth, we honor and acknowledge the traditional Treaty 7 territory, the Blackfoot Confederacy of the Niitsitapi Blackfoot Siksika, Piikani, as well. Finally, in the spirit of reconciliation, and because we are all treaty people, we also acknowledge that all students who make their homes in the traditional Treaty 7 territory of Southern Alberta. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to start the procession of the graduates. The students will be walking down the center aisle here to get to the stage. The class has also hired a photographer to take pictures of the procession. So we please ask that everyone keep the central aisle clear so that she can get her pictures taken. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, family, friends and dignitaries, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Bassano School graduating class of 2022.
Jesse Hodgson. Henry Corrigan. Tyson Ryder Hebert. Franz Linden Whiteman Springfield. Black. Ashton August Robert Beretsky. Shay Madison Black. Winter Alex Budruck. Isabel K. Allaby. This is what happens when you have an old band be your MC. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here they are. Feel free to give me your appreciation at this point in time. Well, I'd like to heartfully welcome you all to the first Bassano graduation ceremony to occur indoors since 2019. My name is Steve Muir, and I have been asked by the class of 22 to serve as your master of ceremonies for today's festivities. I have had the pleasure of teaching this entire group math for 3 years, and actually for most of them, whether they've learned anything from me, well, that's yet to be determined. And I was fortunate to also coach some of them basketball this season during the joy that was basketball during COVID. I guess it was great. It was great. We will start today's festivities by asking everyone in a moment to stand for the playing of the national anthem. When the anthem is finished, we will ask you to please remain standing, as we will also be playing the Siksika drum song. And the version you will hear was actually performed by some of the very graduates you see on the stage today. So will everybody please rise?
Thank you. You may be seated. I would now like to call Mr. Brian Littlechief, who will be giving an opening prayer.
Thank you. And good afternoon. It's an honor to be here. Creator has allowed me another day, and I'm honored to have been invited by the school to be a part of this program. I'm very proud that we have our grads here. We have been living in a time of 2.5 years of suspension. And I greet you all as my relations. As our old people say, our relatives are the 6 nations: human, animal, bird, fish, insect, and plant. That's what gives us existence. So we have to respect that. And I talk to these young First Nation young people that never forget, Creator put something in you. What's innate in you is that faith. So turn to your prayers. You've achieved something here. In this 2.5 years of suspension, we have re-examined those nations, those 6 nations. We need to respect that. We need to respect the ecosystem. That's what we are here. We need nature. Nature doesn't need us. So we need to observe that. And what's innate in you right now is that belief and faith. And that's what's going to carry you forward. You've achieved something. Parents and you are happy that you've achieved your education right here. There's more doors to be opened. So I'm happy that you've made it here. And it's good to see a lot of our nation, young generation here. And I thank all of you. So I'm going to say a prayer. Then I want to sing a joyous song, a ceremonial song I use. Beat the eagle. Ayo na pinatus. Ayo apostutukis pata piopa na tuita pix. Ayo spumstata kinin na apostutuki wakya. Ayo sa ko kapasua kiukinanan kaksis kui. Ani kamit stiki matsukapis matsupumapi. Sistem api koksapi. Ayo no kapipi minan kinuksis tapsupumistumokinan. Hokis pata piopa kaya. Surmita pit spekkais pinan kan kapai puis sistemsi. Hokis pata piopa aku kita pis isa takatsua. Kimatu kinanan kaksis kui no kan stita pihpinanan itas mas kipaksi kaksis chumukaksi. Ano kay tutuya? Okay, no katista pa kayo na musawan. Katista pa insinikin stipi sawan sto no kaktais tapi piao ibata pisinya. Okay, spumsta taki ayo kimatu kinana kis ibata piao. Okay, no katapi po yan ekskakya estisto mikse. Ayo an ekskakya itopi eksitasukin. Kya pastisto. Okay, no kapo upi na musa. Oh, kiwa kiste bad people, can you do yap you? Oh, kiwa. Can you sanas kitty talk to look pinan, quad walks to look nan? I enough to make us to top in a pinan at comes to sinan. Oh, ki high enough to ties to discourse. Oh, can now at Smushka. I annawa kia itskina moutu kiwa kennikska kia aja piatsimul kia kino kaajuksen skatsisauista päätä kimmahtuu kinnana kisti päätä jopa kia kimmahtuu kinnana kaksista kun nakukkat siitä kanoani tomakka pinnana kia nakukkat siitä maskuut kaikki mannaan takumimptaan siksi matsimaajaksa mitsti kiuhkita pienvits piaupiva siksi matsimaajaksa Christ I'm going to sing an Eagle song. So if anybody's taken, if you could just pause it because I use these at my ceremonials. Ayupita wa ke padapat sepa pisu. Kinakukini kutumua amuksi akakistumu. Kimma tuusa päätä jopa nokkosukumustumuusa vai akokki tehtävä apsia vai käy onnu uksestu kiuppa pihko kimma Michelle, bring it up, please. Thank you very much. And congratulations to all the grads. I think there's 14. 14. Yeah, congratulations. And good luck.
Thank you, Brian. Okay, time for the intro. I must admit to you that I did struggle a little bit trying to decide what to say at opening ceremonies tonight. As I have been around for a year or 32, I've spoken at a few grad ceremonies, and I got to be honest, I'm kind of running out of some new material. The first thing I thought was to come up to the stage and say, my mom taught me that if I didn't have anything nice to say, I shouldn't say anything at all. Then pack up my papers and walk off the stage. I presented this idea to politely suggested that that might be a bad idea, that maybe not everybody would find it funny. And as I totally respect the opinion of all 14 of you, I decided I'd scrap that plan. What I can say about this class, that this is one resilient group of young people you see sitting in front of you today. Not to spend the bulk of their high school career dealing with the restrictions of a global pandemic. Top that with having Mrs. Hodgson sing have been through a lot. A special shout out, I think, also needs to go to Isabel and Tara Shea. You look at these two fine young ladies, and then you look at the rest of the class. Well, I think we can all agree that these two young ladies must have been pretty strong to make it through 12 years with this group. Yet despite all the challenges, the hurdles, and the grumpy teachers, here they are, sitting tall and smiling. You are smiling, right? That's all smiling. Haiti, smile. Show your teeth. There you go. When did you stop smiling? Like ever? Just a heads up, after the ceremony tonight for your entertainment, I will be begging Stephen for forgiveness, so feel free to hang around and laugh at that. How did I forget the guy with the best first name? Like, how did I do that? All right. This group, however, seems to be awfully popular because we have quite a list of dignitaries who are here to send greetings and wish them well. To start things off, first I would like to recognize Representative Grasslands Public School tonight is our Deputy Superintendent, Assistant Deputy Superintendent. Mr. Sean Beaton is on front to representing public schools. Thank you, Sean, for coming. But first, we will ask our esteemed principal, Mr. Scott Kohler, to come up and give them greetings on behalf of the school.
Okay, and welcome to our 2022 grad ceremony. Despite all of your hard years, you guys all look handsome and wonderful and beautiful over there, smiling, so thank you very much. I have the honor of welcoming everyone on behalf of all of our teachers, our elementary teachers, kindergarten teacher, junior high teacher, high school teachers, all of our educational assistants, our office staff, our wellness mentors, our custodians, and mostly our school cook. Chicken, right guys? Chicken. Yeah. Also included in the list of teachers, grandparents, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins, and moms and dads. And of course, each of our grads. We are all teachers and we are all learners. As you go forward on your journey and follow your dreams, remember to teach when you can and always, always, always learn. Thank you guys and enjoy the rest of your program. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Next, sending greetings from the Grasslands School Board, I'd like to call Mr. Les Douglas.
Good afternoon.
it's good to see finally we have parents and everybody here to actually kind of sort of normalcy, I guess, and hopefully that stays that way. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I would like to congratulate the class of 2022. And keep moving forward, I guess, and go from there. Thank you.
Now, we had scheduled from the Sixth Board of Education that Ike Saul would be coming up to send words. I've been told but Ike's not here, is that correct? Okay. Well, obviously he got detained, that's unfortunate, but he was to be representing, so thanks Ike for sending your name in, and hope everyone's okay. Next on our list, greetings from the town of Bassano. Mayor, Mr. Maury, come up.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and of course graduating class of 2022 and members of Siksika as well. I'll keep this short, first by saying congratulations on behalf of myself and the rest of council. As mentioned before, this last couple, 2.5 years or so, it's been very difficult to say, at least for all of us, but especially so for yourselves, your teachers, your parents. But as difficult as it has been, we're on a path forward again, I believe, and to whatever this new normal brings us. You have many decisions to make in the near future that indeed will help to shape your lives moving forward. I'm confident that the skills that you've acquired from your teachers, your peers, your parents will assist you in making all these choices. So move forward, be confident. I always try to do the positive things in your life as it unfolds and evolves. Again, on behalf of myself and the rest of council, congratulations to the graduating class of 2022.
Next we have, on behalf of the county, Ms. Kelly Christmas.
Graduates, family, friends, neighbors, on behalf of Reeve Dirksen, council, residents of the County of Newell, it's my pleasure to bring greetings on this momentous occasion. School staff have been diligent year over year to prepare our children for the next chapter. They have not disappointed again this year. This quote by Mona Lee seems fitting. I encourage you to spread your wings and soar. Your days of being a caterpillar have come to an end. Congratulations and best of luck, graduates of 2022.
Apologies for that, the mayor took off my notes. And greetings on behalf of the provincial government, we have our MLA here, Ms. Michaela Fry.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to start off by saying thank you to Mr. Little Chief for the prayer and the opening song. Graduates, I just want to say how proud I am of all of you for making it here today. The last couple years have been hard. You guys have been through so much. You've put up with so much. And I can honestly say that no matter how hard all of us thought high school was, you guys probably get to say you had it the worst. So thank you for pushing through. Thank you for persevering, and thanks for being you. And I hope, graduates, that you'll indulge me for a second, because I think we also need to thank all of the parents that are here today for getting you to this point. So I wonder if we can give a round for the parents, grandparents, and everybody else who got our graduates here. Too long-winded, but I do want to once again say congratulations on behalf of the province of Alberta, the Premier Jason Kenney, as well as the Minister of Education, Adriana LaGrange. I want to encourage you to continue to do good work, to meet people where they're at, do good things, and to leave things better than you found them. Thank you.
And finally, bringing greetings from all the way from Ontario, from our federal government, the man, the myth, the mustache, the legend, Mr. Martin Shields. Oh, just a second.
That far enough?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Over the years, he and I have crossed paths many times doing similar events of emceeing. So graduate class, for you, he said he's taught you for 3 years. I would say you sort of endured him for 3 years in his sense of humor. But congratulations to you on that point. It's great to be at a graduation. It's great to see the people out and together. Just a couple of things for the graduates. You have an educational system that's been provided to you. You have school board representatives here who have worked to provide the best staff they can find for you to experience an education system. So thank you to the Grassland School System for doing that. Secondly, you have a traditional family name that you've had for many years. You need to honor that name because the heritage of your family name is important. But also your family gave you the more common first and second names. They're also important, that many people will know you often by your first name. Graduates, honor those names and the heritage of those family names. It's important because they've been used in a school setting, but now you'll be known in a much broader world. So honor those names you've been giving as graduates, but go out and enjoy the world, because it's a world to be enjoyed and a world that we all need to participate in. Enjoy the community you've come from, and enjoy the community you're going to. Congratulations.
Next on our agenda, the valedictorian is selected by the class to represent the whole group and give their message to the rest of us. In the case of this class, they are so close together, they had a real problem narrowing the choice down to just one person. So they decided to let it be a dynamic duo, or thing one and thing two if you prefer. It is my honor to present to you the valedictorians for the class of 22, one of the OGs of the class who's been around since kindergarten, Mr. Riley Hodgson, and Tyson Hebert, who survived the trials and tribulations of GEM School, to join us here in grade 7.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Riley. He's Tyson, in case you didn't know already. And I'd like to thank you all for coming out today for this important day in our lives. It's great to see all our families and friends here today, and it's good to be back in the gym for a more normal graduation after the last 2 years. However, the graduating class of 2022 is no normal class. We have the same amount of valedictorians as female graduates. I've spent more time in the principal's office with Mr. Hill and Mr. Kohler than you could ever imagine. Our class has had a history of stressing teachers out, especially before exams, and while we're doing online classes and less than half of us showed up for class. I've been one of 4 students in our graduating class who has had the opportunity to do all of our schooling from kindergarten to grade 12 in this very building, and I wouldn't have chosen to do it anywhere else. Being in a small school like Bassano is a unique situation that kids in a large city schools can never understand. Although many classmates have joined and left their class, we are the group of students who have stuck it out through the years to make it here together today. As classmates, we've been together in the same class year after year, have helped each other out with assignments and maybe the occasional test. We have played tag together at recess, played basketball at lunch in the gym, and have played together on the volleyball and basketball teams. We've also had many great memories, such as bike rides, bike crashes, communicating well, and even the occasional physical disagreement. Through it all, we've grown together and become great friends, and as we've grown together, we've also learned about each other's struggles and dreams, and what we want in our lives, even though some of us are still uncertain about our plans for the future.
As kids, we were all asked the question, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Some answers given include rock stars, policemen, or princesses for the girls. But as we grow older, most of us seem to let go of these childhood visions of ours and settle for what we think is more achievable or easier to accomplish. Why do we give up on these dreams? Is it because we are afraid to fail? Or maybe it is because we are struggling to see results right away. We aren't naturally going to succeed at everything on our first try or see immediate success after working for something like this. It is easy to give up on our goals after experiencing hardships or facing obstacles along the way, but in order to succeed, we need to fail first. Failure brings us knowledge of what not to do and makes us reconsider our choices and find new ways to achieve our goals. It can also lead us to discover something that is better for us or suits us better than what we had originally planned. For instance, if you wanted to be an astronaut and then you became a plumber, job does not really make you a failure. Just because something doesn't go as planned or has a different result than you thought it would, doesn't mean that it is necessarily a bad thing. It is just a start to a new path that could lead to an even greater experience for you. Most things that are worthwhile require us to put in some kind of effort, especially when we come across difficulties throughout our lives. So if your dream is important and means enough to you, don't give up on it, because you never know what it will have in store for you. You get me one more time. All right. The saying, "It takes a village to raise a child," is a sentiment our class can relate to, whether it was the town of Bassano, the community gym, or the Siksika Nation. Most of us had the opportunity to grow up in small, tightly knit communities, where we felt the support of the people around us and have learned how important it is to be involved. As we pursue our dreams, we can feel safe in the knowledge that our classmates and community are there to support us. And we can feel confident and proud that we can be there to support them in return as we move forward with our lives. Our world is full of many amazing luxuries and inventions because of people who had dreams and did everything in their power to turn them into reality. Each and every one of us has the power to change the world in some way or another, and if we stay committed to our goals and put in the work where it is needed, I have no doubt that we will be able to achieve whatever we set our minds to. Thank you.
Well done, gentlemen. That's the best I've ever seen them, heard them speak, ever. You didn't pass out, I'm so proud of you. Good job. All right, we'll continue with the formal portion of our day with a presentation of certificates to each of the students. So I would like to call up our school administration, Mr. Scott Kohler and Ms. Briss Goldie, to make those presentations. I have to go far enough back that I don't fall off the stage, so Grace, wait for it. Don't die. Just let me know. First up, Ms. Isabel Allen. Kara Shade Line. Trace. You earned it.
He said one more. He said more. I don't think you were smiling then. There you go, buddy.
Good job.
Ashton Gretzky.
Okay, mine are too.
Winter Wagner. Okay, here's where I make up. Are you ready?
Good job.
Stephen Caffro.
It's just stairs now. You're
Someone has a hug for Susan later.
yeah, he needs it. You made it.
Tyson Hebert.
There you go. That's yours.
Riley Hodgson.
Good? Yeah, we're good. Congratulations. Thanks.
Elias
Now I can stop
Mender.
down the other here.
Hayden Mender. We have a head photo bomb. Hang on. You're too tall, Elias.
Good job.
Durant McMaster.
Cheers. You get to keep it.
Hayden Medicine Shield. And here,
That would be this one. 12 years you're with.
Rody Purigo.
What's this year? Congratulations.
Franz, right hand spring chief. Time I got everybody, right? Thank you guys. To the right. See, they had practice when they were supposed to sit down. I'll give you a 5 out of 10 on that one, guys. All right. Each year, Bassano School presents over $10,000 in award scholarships, thanks to generous sponsors within our community and our province. But all this would not be possible without the tireless efforts of one person in particular, who puts countless hours into contacting sponsors and helping the students apply for them. That person is doing this the last time tonight, and I really think I would be remiss if I did not recognize your efforts over the past several years. Now, Jan, I should warn you, the class wanted you to come up on stage to receive recognition for this, but I know you, and you would hit me, so that's not going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Jan Schaefer's down in the corner here. Can you please give her a round of applause? This day, those are some big shoes to fill. That's all I got to say about that. All right, so basically how this is going to run is we've got a, wait for it. I got it right here. Long list here of awards, so I'll be reading out the award and the sponsor. If we have a presenter, I will call them up. They will present the award to the winner. Otherwise, I will be presenting the rest. We're going to start first with the award for the top mark in Social 30-1, which is presented by the sponsors, the Bassano ATV, and our presenter is Ms. Pat Dupuy. She wants me to announce it. Winner of the award is Mr. Riley Hodgson. Now our next 3 awards were all sponsored by the Bassano Retired Teachers Association. So I'll ask Mr. Ron Wixon to come up and we'll just do all 3 in a row. Can you handle that, Mr. Wixon? You good? The first award, sponsored by Bassano Teachers, is a Social 3-2 award for the top mark in that course, and that award goes to Mr. Ashton Baretsky. Second award is the Bassano Retired Teachers Award for effort for the year, and our winner for this year, Mr. Franz, right-hand spring chief. And the last one is Bassano Retired Teachers give out a scholarship with anyone pursuing an educational focus in their post-secondary. The winner this year is Isabel Alvey. Next award is the SRC Award given out to our Bassano School SRC. It's a leadership award. This award is a student who has been active in the SRC, who has provided leadership in the organization of students' activities, and is registered in a post-secondary program. This award is sponsored by the SRC, and it goes to Riley Hodgson. Is this both? Sorry. It's going to be bad news. Our next award is the English 30-1 Achievement Award. So this goes to the highest mark in English 30-1, and it goes to, not Riley, Tyson Hebert. Hey Tyson, get back up here. We have a second half to this award. We have a very large, impressive-looking envelope to give you as well. More on that later. Well, the next three. Next three awards are all sponsored by Heritage Propane. They're for the top students in all the three math classes. So I think I'm just going to keep these because I've been working hard with you guys. I think I can. No? Okay, maybe I'll give it a shot. 30-3. So this is to the top mark. There's 3, and it goes to Ashton Baretsky. No comment. Next one is for the top mark math 30-2, and that goes to Winter Budruck. Last is the 30-1 top award. This one was actually fairly competitive, but in the end, the winner is Riley Hodgson. Okay, I'd like to now call up Ms. Britta Goldie, who will be giving the Extracurricular Excellence and Recreation Pathway Award. You want me to read? You could read it. This is presented to the student who has excelled in extracurricular activities and or is planning for a career in recreation. This award is sponsored by Alana Goldie and Vince DeHater. Did I say that right? And the winner this year is Brody Porregal. Our next award is the Communication Technology Award. This goes to the student who's excelled in all our content courses, photo, video, sponsored by Alberta 900664 Alberta Limited. And this goes to this year, Isabel Alvey. Okay, we have 2 awards now, been sponsored by the Bassano Minor Hockey Board and the Nurses of 96. And Karen Huckerby, if you could come up, please, and we'll have you present these awards. And you can also announce them if you like. Have to. I know. I wasn't going to say anything. I was trying to be respectful.
of Bassano Minor Hockey, we're presenting the award for the highest mark in phys ed, which just so happens to be a lifelong member of Bassano Minor Hockey. So congratulations, Riley Hobson. And the next award is Highest Achievement in Chem 30, sponsored by myself and Andrea Behringer-Ames, who are both now nurses and use science all the time. And just before I present it, I'll remind everybody how seasoned Mr. Muir is, because he was our MC in 1996. So I don't feel so old anymore. Highest mark for Chem 30 is, again, Riley Hobson.
Just give me a minute. That'll be okay. I was actually going to ask anybody in this gym right now that I taught, raise your hand, but now I'm afraid to. So we'll just let it be. Yeah, I know. Half the parents will come here going, yeah, there's me. Thanks for that. All right. I'm very honored this year to present the Donnie Hall Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is presented in memory of Donnie Hall. He was a former... We're okay. He was a former student of Bassano School who passed away in his grade 12 year. He was very active in the SRC, singing club, and all school activities to the school. This is awarded to a graduate who is pursuing higher education at a recognized post-secondary institution based on financial need, participation, extracurricular activities, community involvement, and overall leadership and citizenship. And this year, the winner of the Donnie Hall Scholarship is Tyson Hebert. All right, next award, Trailer Award. This is awarded to the student who has excelled in high school courses in the trailer for a minimum of 2 years. This is awarded by the Bassano Building Center, and this year's recipient is Tara Shea Black. It's the weirdest reaction I've ever got from a certificate. Our next one, I just have to get it. That's the next three. Okay, the next one is our merit contract, our merit career and technology studies construction. The merit contractors are dedicated to providing innovative human resources solutions to the construction industry and is very proud to support outstanding youth in their educational endeavors. This award recognizes an individual in grade 12 who has achieved top standing in grade 12 construction related classes. And this year's recipient is Brody Porrigo. You gotta love Brody. How can you not? All right, I lost my. I'm back. Okay. Is there 2 envelopes for this one here for bio? Okay. The Biology 30 Award. This is awarded to the student who has achieved the highest mark in Biology 30. It is sponsored by Finnegan Farming Equipment. This recipient is, it's a tie. Riley Hodgson and Tyson Hebert. Make sure I give you the right person, right? Page 2. Our next award is the Western Financial Exceptional Student Award. It's awarded to a student who meets the criteria, which includes perseverance, commitment, and academic achievement, and who is intending to pursue post-secondary education. Our school was able to nominate 1 student to receive the award, and he won it, Mr. Winter Budner. All right, the next 2 awards, I would like to call Mr. Ed Chapman to present the awards. Please tell me I didn't MC your grad as well, Ed. I did, didn't I? No, I don't think I did. Thank God. So we'll have Ed come up and present these two awards. First one is the Chapman Business Scholarship, and then we have the Outstanding Success Scholarship. First one's presented by Mr. Chapman himself, and the other one's sponsored by Bassano Mason.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations on this special day. This scholarship was established as a way to recognize and encourage students who are interested in pursuing a career in business or finance. I'm very pleased to present the 2022 Chapman Business Scholarship to Riley Hodgson. I got surprised by this next one, so bear with me. Okay. All right. On behalf of the Bassano Masons, we would like to congratulate all the graduates on this special day. The Masons would like to thank the Bassano school staff for assisting in the selection process, and based on the criteria, the 2022 Outstanding Success Award goes to Tyson Hebert.
Our next award is the Cody Lansdowne Memorial Award, which is sponsored by Falls and Clark Families. The Cody Lansdowne Memorial Award is given in memory of a former student of Bassano School who graduated in 2011. Cody was an exceptional young man who was able to overcome challenges. He was kind, helpful, and friendly to everyone he came in contact with. This award is to recognize a student who has shown tenacity and perseverance in their high school career. The recipient has displayed characteristics of being a good citizen to their school and or community. They are recognized as being helpful and friendly. This award goes to a student who exemplifies these qualities, and that student is Isabel Allaby. Next award is the hotly contested Physics 30 Award. It's sponsored by the Bassano IDA Pharmacy. This goes to the students who achieved the highest mark. Winning by a squeaker, Riley Hodgson. First, I'm going to tell you what the grade 11 students have for marks in that class right now. Our next award is the Foods 30 Award, which is sponsored by Bassano Family Foods. It is awarded to a student who excelled high in the foods options, and this award goes to Ashton Boretsky. Okay, next, I'll call Mr. Sean Beaton come up to present this award.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, graduates. The Mary Keohane Award. This award is given to a student pursuing post-secondary education and has shown participation in student activities and volunteerism. The recipient must be a good average student. This year, there are two recipients, Mr. Tyson Hebert and Mr. Riley Hodgson.
The next award is the Arison Art Award, sponsored by Beth and Art Arison. This award is given to a student who has shown dedication to the arts in the school and a love of music and arts in all forms. The nice part about this award is the recipient of this will have their name shining upon the wall of the school for all time. And our winner this year is Isabel Allaby. Words of Johnny Carson, ladies and gentlemen, I hold in my hand the last number. Our last award here is the Premier Citizenship Award, which will be presented by our Vice Principal, Ms. Pretty Goldie. And I think he wants me. The award is granted to one graduating student. Hang on. There you go. Recommendation of his or her school. The Bassano School is honored to recognize the outstanding achievements in citizenship, leadership, and community service and volunteer work. Final contribution donated by the Bassano School Canteen. This year's Premier Citizenship Award is Riley Hodgson. And finally, just to mention that at the School Awards Assembly, in about a week and a half from now, we'll be presenting the top mark for English 30-2, which is sponsored by Western Financial School website later. Those are our awards for this year. Now are we ready, kids? Are we cued and ready? Ladies and gentlemen, they are a little richer, but they're still our graduating class of 2022. Everybody up? Everybody up? Hands on mortarboards. Hands on graphs. Ready? 2, 1, toss them! Okay, now, we'll give us a moment here, folks, because these used to be 2 ceremonies. We've combined them into one, so we're still organizing. Our grads now are going to recede off the stage and do a little quick change. While they're doing that, we'll all be watching on the screen over there a slideshow commemorating the school lives of these young men and women. Also, as they leave the stage, they will be presenting a rose to somebody who's had a positive impact in their school life. I'll make sure my hand is up. So as the grads head off the stage, we please ask you again, leave the central aisle open so they can get to the people that have to present their roses to. Grads, if you please leave your certificates under your chairs, directly under your own chair. Right now, put them down underneath. Do it. Any awards and stuff, go under your chair. They're all under your chairs? I get to tell them what to do. I love it. Okay. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, they're recede off. Come back looking a little bit different. Here's our class of 2022.
Why do you look back?
Ralph, you're up. Okay, so we just need a moment, everybody. Just take a breath. Once the slideshow's up, we'll get it started. Oh, this is promising. Come on, Ralph, we believe in you. Okay, Carrie, you can cut the music. Yeah.
Another turning point for time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you have the time of your life. Now I'm just a origin. Don't buy my book, but I don't mind. I see lots of sad faces, lots of bad cases, folks with their backs to the wall. But I need four walls around me to hold my life. It don't matter if you have a side. Well, it's all right.
So they're just getting organized. They're just all now. So by the way, if a couple of those song choices seemed a little out of character for a couple of them, one of the rules in our school is you have till a certain day to submit your music to Miss Gowdy for the slideshow. If you don't get it in by that time, she gets to choose the song. Mrs. Hodgson, was there somebody else involved in the choosing of Riley's tune? That wasn't you? That was him? I have no reaction to that. I'm actually speechless for the first time in a long time. Okay, so like I said, at this point, we're all now gussied up, looking really pretty. I'm just going to check on it quick. We'll get them to come back in, and we will wrap up the ceremonies with some little lightheartedness. So just give me a moment.
Are you ready? Okay, let's work again.
Well then, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to reintroduce to you our new and slightly improved class of 2022. Handsome young man is Trice Black. Elias Henneberg. Hayden Medibear. Hot Rod himself, Brody Poor Eagle. I'm ready this time. Steven Apple. Durant McMaster. The dancing queen himself, Riley Hodgson. Buddenreich. Terry Shea Black. Isabel Allaby, just a little taller this time. Friends, Great Ann Spring Chief. Ashton Gretzky. Tyson Hebert. Hayden Edison. What do you guys think? How do they look? Now, the only reason I can make this comment is I have two daughters, just heads up, but I was looking at the footwear differences between our two young ladies in the front. Show them the shoes, ladies. Now, that's the difference right there. I like it. And thank you, Grabs, for the slideshow. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Tyson, I actually think you used that quote. That is now my favorite quote ever. My favorite grad song. Favorite song of the slide. Ooh, that's a hard one. Riley's is up there. You're young, Riley, but you're not sweet. I'm sorry. I gotta go to Ashley. I'm sorry, Ashley. That was my favorite one. I'm a Metallica guy. I'm sorry. All right. What's that? Enter Sandman. Come on. That's one. Now, the other thing I was kind of wondering, maybe I'm thinking at the end of the evening, I think we should be out in the hall, and I need some judging. I think we should have a judge for the best grading done for the ceremony. What do you guys think? Between Stephen and Elias. Who else has got the Rhodey, of course, and Durant? I don't know, you guys look good. You come to decide that Stephen's already trashed on that. All right. Well, here at Bassano School, it is our tradition at this time for us to take a little look into the future and make some predictions about where these fine young individuals will be. So for those who have been to grads before but waiting with bated breath, yes, indeed, it is time for our most likelies. Starting off, most likely to sustain an injury in a non-contact sport or just get hurt for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, that's Tyson Hebert. Tyson, we also figure you'll most likely become the mayor of Gem. That is if Gem had a mayor. So I guess you'll have to go with King, Emperor. You'll figure something out, I'm sure. Most likely to become a ninja. That goes to Franz, right-hand spring chief. Now, we just want to clarify, we're not saying that just because Franz is a fairly quiet guy, but because of COVID for the last 2 years, Franz is wearing a black hood and a mask for 2 years, and he looks pretty cool in it, so we think Ninja is the best place for him to be. Likely to start his own clothing line of modern clothing with a Western twist. We're going to give that to Cade Medicine Shield. We also think Caden is most likely to be knighted. Sir Caden the Medicine Shield. It just sounds so interesting. Most likely to be hired to program the robots for the next Star Wars movie. We're going to give that to Trice and Tara Shade both. And for those of you who don't know, this is kind of a cool brag thing. Trice and Tara Shade got to go to Dubai in grade, what was it, Tara Shade, 10? To Dubai for a robotics competition, which I think is pretty cool. That's a little something to hang your hat on when you get over it. But Trice, I'm not done with you. Trice, if anybody watched Trice play basketball this year, you'll know Trice is also most likely to make the sound effects for those robots for those Star Wars movies. Tara Shea, well, you're going to become the next winner of Project Runway with your cutting-edge fashion design. She is such a snappy dresser. Next one is agreed upon by the staff, most likely to brighten your day with their big smile. Isabel Ellaby. Next one requires no explanation. We freak out. We also think that she is most likely to become the next Bassano Pied Piper. Now, just to be clear, Isabel's not a fan of rats. It's not about rats. But if you ever see Isabel outside of school, those little kids just love her and follow her everywhere. Most likely to still be living in his parents' basement when he's 40 years old. We're giving that to Riley Hodgson. Now, I must confess at this point, I actually don't believe that'll be true. I was looking straight ahead. I said that to see the look on his parents' face when I said it. Actually, Riley, we think you're most likely to be the next Barney the dinosaur with that big toothy grin of yours. And speaking of big toothy grins, most likely to star in a toothpaste commercial. Hayden Medicine. Hayden, that's you, bud. And got the last name. Just so you know, I personally voted Hayden most likely to replace me as the next Bassano High School math teacher because he just loves math. Right, Hayden? Loves it. Yeah, you do. You know you do. Most likely to have a highway named after him, or a bench in the junior high hallway. Stephen Caffro. We also think that Stephen is most likely to coach the Calgary Flames, not to 4, not 5, not 6, but several Stanley Cups. Better get to work, Stephen. Most likely to move to a foreign country. We're going to give that one to Winter. Because after all, Winter moved from Ontario to Alberta, and you can't get much more foreign than that. No, really. Folks, you want to see the look on the face of someone from Southern Ontario when you drive them to Youngstown? Priceless. Shooting record, or at least tell people that he did. Durant McMaster. I have to test up. Durant went to the League All-Star game this year, scored 24, 25 points. Roddy, back it up. How many? 20-some? A bunch. I know, you think it's 50, but you know, you gotta look at it. We also think Durant is most likely to teach classes on how to braid hair, because he's had enough experience doing it. Most likely to be a professional athlete in 2 sports. Once he decides which 2 sports it's going to be. Rody Poirier. We also think Rody is most likely to become a famous musician when he creates a new sound combining First Nations drumming with whistling. Work on it, Rody. I think it's a thing. Most likely to come back as a hair model for Miss Gold's cosmetology class next year. Oh, you know who it is. It's Ashley Zaretsky. Toss the hair, Ashley. Toss the hair. I was just talking to Ashley last week, and I wanted to add this one. Most likely to enter his first car that he ever had into a demolition derby so he can collect the insurance money and get one that actually runs. Yeah? We good on that one? There we go. Now, we have a coveted award we give out every year. It's had some very big names on it, and that's the one most likely to be chosen as a contestant for the next Bachelor show. We're going to give that one to Elias Miniger. If that doesn't work out for you, Elias, we're thinking maybe you should try to be a contestant on the Masked Singer. I thought that would work too. No? I tried. All right, that's the most likelies for 2022. Last time I had to do these, there was 35 grads on stage. This was a little bit easier to do, I guess. So, before we reach the end of our ceremony, the class of 2022 would like to take some time to thank those who have helped to make today possible. So I'd like to call up Tara Shane Trice, who will be speaking on behalf of their class for thank yous. Once I get this stuff up,
Hello, my name is Terry Shea. I like to say thank you all for coming out to experience this small day with our new chapter of our life. And a special thank you to Mr. Mayor for MCing.
Stop and
The sponsors for the scholarships, the classmates for the slideshow and for the memories, the grade 11s for cleaning up for tonight. Sound is Carrie Phillips, and live stream is Oliver Douglas and Owen Evans. Sorry. Thank you all.
Thank you too for those. That was interesting. Okay. We're now reaching the end of our little ceremony here this afternoon. The class of 22 will be heading out shortly to the Elks Hall along with their families for a little banquet. Then after that, whatever you guys have planned, you haven't told me, so then I guess less I know the better. Whatever works for you, Steve. Whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy. Yes, thank you everybody for coming out. This is your first Bassano grad. You'll probably notice that when this many people get in this gym in June, it gets hot. So we appreciate you guys putting up with the heat from here. We're still working on air conditioning. We'll get back to you on that one. I've got the deputy superintendent for you. I'll have a chat with him so you can get budget for that. Sean, you good? No? Okay. Okay. I was once asked by a student or two in this group, whose names I shall keep anonymous, if I thought they were the worst class I ever taught. And I would say without hesitation, the answer to that is definitely no. Or are they the best class I ever taught? I don't know if I'd say that either. Everybody's shocked for a moment. As Karen Huckery was so kind to point out, I've been around for a year or two. And I hope I speak for all teachers when I say this. When you're a teacher, I've lost my place. For us teachers, we never have a worst class. We never have a best class. All we have are different classes. Each class we teach brings their own challenges and joys, and this group has certainly been no exception. For each crazy moment we've had with them, there have been more than enough happy memories to balance. So to the class of 2022, I would like to say thank you for the memories, bond and otherwise. You have been a blast to work with, and believe me when I say that you will be missed. I wish the best for you going forward, and I hope that you find what makes you happy. Take care of yourselves, and please stay safe, because this world is a much better place with you in it. By the way, that product is not for me to collect myself. I just paid them a genuine compliment, which I think is the first time in 3 years I've done that, so I'm sure they're all in shock. So we'll give them a moment to actually settle in on that. To everyone else here, thank you for coming and helping our class of 2022 celebrate their impending graduation. We ask that you remain seated until the graduates have made it off the stage and have left the gym before leaving. Have a pleasant evening, and for the last time tonight, it is my honor to present to you our Bassano School graduating class of 2022.